coming back into the JMT pickup point here. A whole lot of people to get on board. I like it. Yeah. Definitely a paying load. I have to take it back, they're not Koreans. Back on the pickup point here. Gal with an interesting hat.
They just didn't understand you though. That was interesting, wasn't
it? These are wildflowers on the Bear Ridge. Heading down, beautiful. All really tall. A lot of columbine down here. Mixed in. Now this is Bear Creek. And a late flood. The speed of it is incredible. Moving down here. Never seen it like this before. The one that's been difficult to cross further up. It's August the 16th, 2011. And we're at the camp I've used many times here at Upper Bear Creek Meadow. And very nice, except the hordes of mosquitoes. What a surprise. One of the advantages of this place is all the granite slabs to sit on and keep out of the dust and dirt. And they're warm at this time of the day, late afternoon. And they spread right up, great for drying clothes. Now this is looking towards the river, which is hidden actually behind those rocks there. It's really roaring at the moment, incredible. Tremendous amount of water pouring down. Looking back up to Muir Pass from the south side. Beautiful location here. Water's always calm here too, in this corner. And that was the way we came down through the gap and around on the right hand side here. Some fellow travellers here. This is the South Fork of the San Joaquin. We're just down from Muir Pass intersection trail, and we're living down by the river. Washed our clothes, washed our bodies, having food. You can still see some of the clothing hanging out the back there, drying, the last stage is drying. Mike's just finishing his tent off. That's early morning on the JMT, 17th of August 2011, and we think this is John Muir's Corner. I've often photographed this tree and the rock here, but I saw it on my GPS last night on the map and it said it was John Muir's Corner. It may be further up, but we think this is probably it. Looking down into the South Fork of the San Joaquin River, just down below John Muir's Corner here, and there's Mike. The sun just starting to come up. This tree is a beautiful little miniature version of the Sierra junipers, including the berries on it. Looking back down towards the Paiute Trail intersection, way down there, and here's the tree again. Beautiful example, but it's like a miniature growing out of the granite. Mike's back at one of his more pleasant memories of 2007, because there were a couple of just partially dressed lovely young ladies here who were bathing down there, and of course Mike had to go down and chat them up. No such luck this time, they're not here. This is the bridge across the South Fork of the San Joaquin, which is still raging. A lot of water. Beautiful though. We're going to have to walk across this much further up, and it won't be as wild as this. This is the river coming out of the Lower Evolution Valley, and Mike and I have just been getting water here, which is a bit like getting a drink out of a fire hydrant. I mean, this thing is unbelievable, and goes into a series of cascades down here. The crossing of Evolution Creek, or whatever it's called. We're at the lower end. It's not very deep, but it's quite swift. So here's Mike in the process of coming across. He's only got one stick, which is maybe detriment. He should have it downstream, I would have thought, but hey. Getting eaten by mosquitoes here. I'm actually on my hands. There he comes, about to go into the deep section. Nice moves. Another superb campsite for Mike and myself. Just putting up our tents here, and we're at the lower end of Evolution Lake, and 10,400 or 10,800, I'm not quite sure. And back to Mike at his work in my tent, which I've got to peg down with some difficulty because of the granite underfoot. This end, the northern peak here is Mount Mendel, about 13,700 and a bit. And Mount Darwin, which is presumably this big guy here, is 13,800 and a bit. So nearly 14,000. And that's Mount Spencer, the pointy one there. Kitchen at 10,850 feet. Yeah. Mike waiting for his food to fester or something. It's the evening of the 17th, and hoping for an alpenglow here. At least I'm getting something on the water, but up on the tops here of this is Mount Darwin. I guess the colour's fairly good, fairly vivid. Looking down over Sapphire Lake, back to Mount Mendel on the left-hand side, Mount Darwin on the right, and it's a pretty easy grade coming up here, but this is a beautiful coloured lake. It suits its name. Above the team there is Spencer Peak, 12,400 or thereabouts. Here's the girls with the silly hats ahead of us. There's only 3 of them now, and climbing up to Wanda Lake. Looking back down the way we've come in just a few hours. We're finally up at Wanda Lake, which is, I don't know, about 11,600 in elevation, 11,600, and this is where final access to Muir Pass. You can see Muir Pass. It's one of the low points straight ahead, and the pathway walks all the way along the lake edge. It's sitting in front of where we camped back in 2007. Just coming up to, now you can start walking, the Muir Hut at 12,000 feet. Oh my gosh, there's the 19-year-old. How are you, mate? Yeah. We saw you yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Good for you. Carrying all that stuff. Some other folks here.
San Diego.
San Diego? Oh, okay. Reno.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, there it is. There's the hut. Here's Mike, pleased to be up here. Okay, Friday the 19th of August 2011, up on Muir Pass again, and quite a crowd of people here, no wind, it's very nice. And the 19-year-old thru hiker is waving at us there. Mike's over talking to the ladies, over here.
Too much yesterday because I did a 20-mile day to. I went straight to Marie Lake and I did all the way to McClure Met.
Many people are crowding around the Muir hut, which you can't live in. You're not supposed to live in, but I think the thru hikers use it. It's designed as a rescue place, really, or refuge, I guess you'd call it.
A couple cameras for ours.
They ask you the same for all.